Arlington, Texas at Globe Life Park, home of the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers have just taken over first place over the last few days from the Houston Astros, and tonight the Mariners come to town. The Mariners 10-6 against the Rangers on this season, so this could be interesting. Mariner baseball on the TV. Welcome everybody. Dave Sims along with Mike Flowers and the Root Sports crew. Rangers taking the field right now in their home whites with their red caps. Let's take a look at the Mariners starting lineup that will face Yomani Gallardo.
Tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Leading things off, it will be Marte. Then Kyle Seager. Kyle Seager hitting .344 in his career with a lot of damage in this ballpark, and he's also been a hot hitter for the Mariners as of late. The DH will be Nelson Cruz. In the middle lineup, you have Cano, Trumbo, and Smith. Logan Morrison getting the start at first base. He will bat seventh. Brad Miller out in center. Going to get a lot of running today. Big outfield here in Texas. And then Stephen Barron will do the catching and round out the nine for the Mariners. For Gallardo on the year, a 12-game winner. He's really pitched well for the Rangers. A 3.35 ERA, 108 strikeouts, 63 walks, over 169 in a third. He's given up 14 home runs this year. Opponents hitting .256 off of Gallardo. We'll take a look at the defense, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Mike Napoli getting the start in left field. Be interested to see how he does out there. DeShields in center. He can go get it and chew. Of course, one of the stronger throwing arms in right. Beltre, the Gold Glover, at third base. Andrews and Odor playing up the middle for the Rangers. Mitch Moreland having a fine year for the Rangers. He will be at first. And Bobby Wilson will do the catching tonight. And the last start for Gallardo against the A's. He went 4 1/3, 7 hits. They're able to put 5 earned runs on a couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. He threw 92 pitches in that outing.
Well, we're going to see Kyle Seager coming up second against Gallardo, and he certainly made some news, Kyle Seager, in the last series against the Angels. Wednesday with Jared Weaver on the mound. As you know, as I like to call Seager, son of Jeter, because he does the exact same thing Jeter did all the time. He gets in the box and asks for time. Weaver didn't want to know about it. Said a couple things. Hey, I'm here, I'm ready. Weaver says, come on, man, let's go. Brian O'Nora, nice job to be the man scoring the knockdowns in this one. And score a knockdown he does. Look at it. A definitive asking for time. Weaver's really getting impatient here. And you knew this was going to happen. Come home. And O'Nora does the right thing. Throws him out of the ball game. Keeps the combatants apart, and it makes for interesting thinking as we plan ahead to next weekend, Mr. Blowers.
Mariners will face the Angels at the end of the road trip. Should be interesting to see what happens in that series. And I said it at the time, and I'll say it again. Kyle Seager did nothing wrong in that at bat. He does the same thing between every pitch, and Weaver was just a little bit impatient. And has for years, yeah. And that was on the back end of David Freese imploring his teammates to protect him. That didn't go over well, so that'll be an interesting development next weekend in Anaheim as well. Tell Marte. First things first, right? Let's win a ball game here tonight.
Yeah, you are so right.
Sal Marte, a nice little 6-game hitting streak for him. Talked about it with Gallardo. His fastball will be right around 90 miles an hour. Throw his slider quite a bit tonight. Also mix in a curveball, an occasional changeup.
2-2. One of the things I'm interested in seeing here, Mike Napoli in left field. Played 4 of the last 5 games in left field. And Jeff Bannister wanted to have his bat in the lineup. It makes it for a very thick lineup in terms of what they can do offensively. So Mike playing out there for the first time in his career. Line drive, center field. And there's DeShields. Take care of it.
It's interesting as you watch Gallardo tonight. If you look over the last few years, batting average against his fastball is down to 238 this year, and a big reason why is because he's going to pitch away from the hitters. And this pitch right here, you can see a little bit of run to it, middle away. It's hit hard by Marte. Unfortunately, DeShields in center can cover a lot of ground, was able to make the play. The opponent was just slugging .344 off his fastball this year. Swing and whiff percentage is up this year at 13.5%.
Here's Kyle Seager.
And a big reason why is fastballs located outside this year is over 50% of the time. So wow. Guy should have a pretty good idea of what he's going to try to do.
Tremendous numbers in this ballpark. And Kyle's on a nice run, 11 for 38 in the homestand. Mariners finishing that homestand at 5-5.
It's the fourth time the Mariners will face Gallardo. Gallardo ended up beating them back in April. The Mariners came right back and beat him at the end of the month. And most recently they faced him in Seattle
11 days ago.
And he went 5 1/3. Then would pitch well 5 hits, did not give up an earned run.
2-strike pitch to Seager. He shields out to play this one on a hop, base hit.
Well, we talked about it with Kyle, and a career .344 hitter here in this ballpark, so already off to a good start for this series. You know, he had to be excited about getting here. And we'll take a look at our last Airline Supermo and this fastball, a little four-seam fastball up in the zone. Solid line drive, base hit for Kyle to center.
1 out, 1 on. Seager at first there with Mitch Moreland. That brings up Nelson Cruz, the former Texas Ranger. Sensational, spectacular, wonderful year he's having. 42 home runs, a career best. 88 runs batted in. And he looks at the strike. He's 6 for 8 with 2 home runs against Gallardo.
I think he'll be at 45 by the time we leave this series. He was putting on a show in batting practice today.
He said, hot air down here in this ballpark, it will fly. So some drive out of play on 2. Nelly looking to extend his hitting streak to 6 ball games. But a good year for him hitting against his old ball club. Those are good numbers here. Of course, he was here for a number of years. But this year against Texas, hitting .423 with 6 homers and 12 runs batted in. Nice block by Bobby Wilson. One and 2 here to Nelson Cruz. Takes the ball 2. Home plate umpire Jeff Nelson, Corey Blazer at first, Ben May at second, and Chris Guccione at third. Gallardo in his first year with the Rangers. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Hughes is gone, 2 away.
Take a look at the last pitch. It looks like a slider, maybe a cut fastball, something moving off the corner. That was the cutter at 88 miles an hour.
Two out, Seager at first. Brings up Robinson Cano. Good homestand for him. 10 for 33, 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. Foul ball. Robbie's been Robbie since about July 1. Batting averages in the high 230s a lot of the first half. Man, has he turned it on.
He's been swinging the bat well, and over the course of that time able to move his batting average up to about the 280 mark, hitting 279 at the start of this one. And I think he's getting down to the last 15 games of the season. I'd look for him to make another run and try to get that batting average up even higher than that as you look at the first half and the second half comparison. Much better in the second half.
2 outs and a 1-1 pitch here to Cano. Sends it into the gap. That will get down between Chu and DeShields. Seager to third. He'll hold there. Runners at the corners for the Mariners. 2 outs here in the first inning. Second career hit for Cano against Gallardo.
He tried to get the fastball in on his hands. He was able to locate it on the inside corner, but this is when one of the biggest differences, and that's the cutter again. As Robbie's able to handle that pitch earlier in the season, he was having a tough time getting to it, but that has not been the case over the last few months. opportunity for Mark Trumbo to drive in a run here in the first.
Trumbo's had a nice run against Texas pitching this year as well. 395, 15 hits, 3 of them home runs, and 10 runs batted in. Tried to crowd him. Ball 1. Mark 11 for 36, 6 runs batted in, and a homer on the 10-game homestand. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a called strike. Outfield straightaway and deep for Trumbo. Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Able to get the first strike on the cut fastball on the outside corner. Comes right back with a 4-seamer at 92 miles an hour. That's the best fastball he's thrown so far. And again, well located right on the corner.
Big pitch number 20 coming up for Gallardo. Early threat here for the Mariners in the first. Runners at the corners. A 1-2 pitch here to Trumbo. Struck him out. Gallardo gets out of the first inning trouble. Mariners get no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and leave 2. Rangers coming to bat. Mariners threatened but could not score. Mark Trumbo striking out at a 1-2 pitch, leaving a couple of runners on. Let's take a look at this hot Texas batting order.
Delino DeShields is going to lead off. A lot of speed at the top of the order. Then it is Chu Beltre, fielder the DH. He has been a hot hitter. Really good series against the Astros. Batting cleanup. Napoli, Mitch Moreland, see what he's done his last 3 games. 1 for 12, struggling as of late, but 21 home runs on the year. Andrews, Odor, and Wilson round out the 9 for the Rangers. And for James Paxton on the year, 3-4 record, 3.82 ERA, 49 strikeouts to 25 walks. He needs to get better at that. Clean the walks up. Opponent's hitting .235. He's given up 7 home runs. A quick look at the defense for the Mariners. Brett Miller getting the start out in center field. Trumbo in right. And you have Marte, the shortstop. Logan Morrison getting the start at first base. And Stephen Barron making his 3rd start behind the plate.
Here we go. First pitch from Paxton. Up high to Delino DeShields. Mariners took 2 out of 3 from the Rangers just a few days ago. This young man hurt his knee, was out for about a day or 2. Rangers were in on the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and the 10th.
You can see the infielders all shorten up on the infield. Even a routine ground ball is not too routine with this young man running down the line.
2-1 the count. Rangers took over first place after Tuesday night's win against Houston. They beat Kazmir 5-3 in the first game, 6-5 in the second. There's a strike. 2-2 in the last two games, blowouts, 14-3 and 8-2. Outscored Houston 33-13. There's a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. This bounced back by Paxton. And there's one away.
And 2 quality fastballs. The last one 95 right on the corner. Talked about the numbers with James Paxton over the last 3 years. When he's throwing his fastball at the bottom of the strike zone, opponent's hitting just 200 against him. That's going to be a good idea in tonight's ball game with as warm as it is. Try to keep him on the ground if you can.
Want to be careful with Shin Soo Choo. Second half of the season, a .340 hitter. On base percentage, .454, slugging, .548. Throw it and duck, line drive, base hit to center field. He's on everything lately.
Well, he's certainly going to be on a first pitch fastball in the middle of the plate, and that's what he ends up getting. It's right back at Paxton. Paxton already showing a good fastball tonight, right around 95 miles an hour.
There's Adrian Beltre. Mariners held him down in that 4-game set. In Seattle, he went 1 for 16. Rangers take BP, talking to Dave Magadan, long time hitting coach. I said, who's hot? He says, I got 19 of them. I said, how many guys you got on the roster? 38. I said, so you got 19 hitters. He said, and everybody's hitting.
See what he's done over his last 7 games, a .467 batting average. You have to be careful.
Rangers' first 7 games of this homestand as a team hitting .314. One out. Mariners looking for a double play here. We'll get it here. Base hit, right field. Charging is Trumbo. Gets it back into Cano. 2 balls really hit hard against Paxton. Here come the Rangers.
And some pretty good hitting by Beltre. 96 miles an hour right on the inside corner. Inside out swing. A slicing line drive into right field. We talk about it all the time, and things have not changed in this ballpark, Dave. It is really fast in the outfield. So when the ball goes to the gap, there's a good chance it'll get to the wall. So the base runners have to continue to run hard. But it also will get to the outfielders quicker. So it may be difficult to score guys on base hits sometimes.
Ball's like the flat rock on the waterfront across the river.
It's firm and really fast.
Here's Fielder. Strike 1 to Prince. Mariners held him down too, 2 for 13. Most recent visit to Seattle. He's really done some damage against lefties with 9 home runs.
Two perfect pitches. You can see him on the EQC tracer right on the outside corner. The first one a curveball, that last one 95 miles an hour. Good fastball.
Fielder's giving Paxton troubles. It's 4 for 5 against him. Paxton ahead 0-2. Bounced up there. Can't find it. It's to his right for Barron. Runners move up.
That will be a wild pitch.
Absolutely.
Curveball. It bounced well out in front of home plate. Take a look at it. Just spiked it. Typically, that's what you're going to see. When it's that far out in front of home plate, it typically will hit high up on the chest protector or even in the mask. And when that happens, it's tough to smother it.
1-2 now to a dangerous cleanup hitter, Prince Fielder. Struck him out. Good pitch by Paxton to retire the 4th leading hitter in the American League. 2 outs here in the first.
Take a look at Paxton this year with his fastball. 72% fastballs, 3rd highest in the American League. Opponents average .258 against his fastball. The Rangers hitting 280 against the fastball. That's the 10th highest, so it should be a good matchup today. 93 miles an hour or better. 5th highest in the major leagues at 278 batting average for the Rangers. So this will be a good matchup. Paxton already with a couple of strikeouts.
Mike Napoli, a couple of runners in scoring position. Napoli, a catcher, first baseman by trade. They won his bat in the lineup. The way Jeff Bannister, their first year manager, has been playing it. Ideally, he'd like to get him 3 at bats, and if they have the lead after 5, it takes him out. That way he can get Napoli, Fielder, and Moreland all in the batting order.
I was wondering when they decided to do that why they wouldn't put Moreland in the outfield, because Moreland has played the outfield, and the reason, he has a bad knee and he wants to keep his bat in the lineup.
Here's Jeff. Long time at Pittsburgh organization, bench coach and in front office and scouting. He's way back with Lloyd McClendon. Barron keeps the ball in front of him, 2-1. Mariners threatened with 2 on in the top half of the inning, and Rangers returning the favor here in the bottom half. Paxton set the 2-1 down low.
Trying to make a quality pitch right here. You have first base open, the left-handed hitter waiting on deck. He doesn't have to give in to him and throw him a fastball in the middle of the plate.
He's been dangerous against the Mariners over the years with 19 homers and 50 ribbies. And the bases are loaded.
And a good pitch, fastball right at the bottom of the strike zone on the inside corner, did not get the call.
That'll bring up Mitch Moreland.
Rangers on the year hitting 243 with runners in scoring position. With the bases loaded, they're hitting 250 as a team.
Marlins been swinging the bat well. 6 of his last 7 hits have gone for extra bases. Strike 1. Even Barron, youngster playing just his 3rd game. He really tried to get this call. Oh, 1 to Moreland. Showed some opposite field power the last couple of nights.
Barron getting a workout here in the first. Runners in scoring position. I think that's the 3rd ball he's been able to keep in front of him. Chu's made his way to 3rd.
Shin-Soo Choo, he's at 3rd. Beltre's at 2nd. Mike Napoli's at 1st. Marlin having a good year. Career best 77. Runs batted in. Good pitch by Paxton. 1-2.
He challenges him 96 miles an hour right in the middle of the plate, and a late swing by Moreland.
First inning jam here. 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. Important pitch here, 2-2. Got a piece of it. Goes foul.
For Moreland, 21 home runs on the year and 77 RBIs. That's already a season high for him.
Moreland played his college ball at Mississippi State. Paxton played in the SEC as well at Kentucky. Here's a 2-2 pitch coming with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Got him. James Paxton stepping up big time. Loads the bases and gets out of it with a key strikeout. 2nd inning coming up. Appreciation Fireworks Night features a parade of prize giveaways all game long, from airline tickets to flat screen TVs. And thanks to T-Mobile, an Apple iPad Air 2 will be given away every inning. Then stick around post-game for a fantastic fireworks show. Visit Mariners.com/fan for tickets. Mariner fans in attendance here watching Yovani Gallardo duel against James Paxton. Mariners will send up 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Seth Smith, Logan Morrison, and Brad Miller.
Mariners with a couple of base hits in the first inning. Seager with a hit, Cano also a single. They're both left stranded. Gallardo was able to get out of the inning.
82 degrees at first pitch back at 7:08. Ball 1 to Seth. 5 for 29 on the homestand, a home run and 5 runs batted in. The 1-1. Pretty effective, string pretty effectively there.
Rare changeup from Gallardo. He doesn't throw his changeup much. He throw it 4 or 5 times in the game.
Bounced that one up there. Gallardo 12-10, same record he had with Milwaukee last year. Well, 2 years ago. Last year it was 8-11. Best year 17-10 with the Brewers in 2011. Made the All-Star ball game back in 2010. Pitched in the World Baseball Classic for Mexico 2 years ago as Smith strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Gallardo. It's 3 for the ball game.
87 miles an hour just off the outside corner. I think one of the things that makes him tough is he can turn it over and sink it away from the lefties. He can also throw that cutter in on their hands. So you see the fastball, it's 87 to 89 miles an hour, but you're not sure which direction it's going to move in, and it's late movement for him.
Just saw that from Keuchel did that a couple of times last time we saw that. Saw the Astros.
When you get that kind of movement late, it's so difficult to square it up.
Logan Morrison, the hitter.
Rangers have the shift on with Logan hitting. And a good count for him. Let's take a look at the defense of the Rangers.
Rougned Odor, the second baseman, out in short right field. Cuomo 1 for 18 against Gallardo. On deck, Brad Miller. Logan saw a lot of Gallardo when Logan was with Marlins, and Gallardo with the Brewers in the National League. There's a strike. See if Logan can do something here. 3-1. Foul.
See the first 4 pitches away, and they came back with that cut fastball, tried to get it in on his hands, and ended up middle in.
Pitch. Walked the out base runner for the Mariners. First walk issued by Gallardo. Bring up Brad Miller, getting the start center field tonight.
Brad's still looking for his 10th home run on the year. Been stuck on 9 home runs for a little while now, and if he can get his 10th home run, that would give the Mariners 7 players with double-digit home runs.
Going to Brad. tough go for Brad. His last 7 ball games, just 3 for 20. One. Opportunity to play spoiler role adds a little extra juice to it, doesn't it?
I think as a player it's fun. A little extra incentive, a little about your business.
2-1 to Brad. Certainly a lot at stake given what Texas has done.
And not at this point, with the way that they played against the Astros, and now that they're in first place, I thought maybe we'd see a little better crowd than what they have here tonight.
Friday night Texas high school football.
Good point.
I was thinking the same thing as we were setting up. Thinking, wait a minute, you got a heck of a ball club. They're as hot as anybody. What a run they've made. Long foul ball by Brad. 2-2. Mariners got off to a terrific start against these Rangers at the beginning of the season. The first 2 meetings, Mariners were 5-1. First 2 series. Since then, things have evened up to 5-5. Two to Brad. That's a fair ball. Here's Morrison digging for third. He'll get the stop sign. Napoli gets it back in. A double by Brad Miller. Brad's 21st double, and it's a 1-out double. Sets up second and third for Steve Barron.
We'll take a look at the swing by Brad. Inside out swing right down the line. I think a little bit of a bad break. It hits the corner of the stands. If it gets past that part of the wall right there and goes all the way down, might be a chance for Morrison to score on it. Again, Napoli has not played a lot of left field. Ball ended up hitting the corner and went right to him.
Time for Stephen Barron to get some first out of the way. First base hit, first RBI. Let's go for the gusto. First home. What the heck?
Rangers have the corner of the infield in, middle of the infield playing back. Outfielders are shallow.
Third game for Stephen. He's 0 for 6. First round pick back in 09 by the Mariners. 0-2. Man's out of Miami, Florida. Spot for the youngster. 0-2. Take. Aaron, 24 years old. Lloyd McClendon hoping for a base hit. Pick up a couple runs here. One and two. Right, great call. Good strikeout for Gallardo, and you're now 2 down. CenturyLink, what's next? Coming up tomorrow. Vidal Nuno gets a chance to go after these Rangers again. He's pitched well against them. Goes against Cole Hamilton. It'll be the 4th time the Mariners see him since coming over from the Phillies. Then the King, Felix Hernandez, bidding for win number 18, takes on Derek Holland, who was tremendous last time we saw him back in Seattle. Top of the order, and Ketel Marte.
Marte hit the ball hard his first time up. Solid line drive. Unfortunately, it was right at the center fielder, DeShields. So he's 0 for 1.
Orioles have had Gallardo on the ropes in the first inning, let him off. They need Marte to be a good two-strike hitter here with runners at second and third, 2 down.
And he'd like to take advantage of what's going on right now. Gallardo hasn't been real sharp here in the first 2 innings. Already thrown 42 pitches. You'd like to take advantage of that before he settles in.
That is a fair ball down the line. Scoring is Morrison, and right behind him Miller. Digging for 2 is Ketel Marte. A 2-run double, and the Mariners have a 2-0 lead. Beltre off the line, and that little squibber stayed fair. A couple RBIs for Marte, gives him 12 in the season. It was his 11th double.
Little inside-out swing. It looks like it jams him, and it does. Well, typically when that happens, the ball will be spinning sideways, and I think Beltre thought the same thing. You can see the ball hot back right over the corner of the bag. Beltre assumed it was going to be foul. I can't say that I blame him. He wasn't going to be able to get to it either way.
Veteran umpire Chris Guccione at third.
He was right on top of it.
So Bannister not happy. Plate umpires Jeff Nelson.
He's the crew chief.
That Bannister's just been run.
And again, the key to it is the ball does not have to land in fair territory once it's past the bag. It's just a matter of whether it went over any piece of the bag at all. And Guccione said it went right over the corner. And Bannister, where he's at in the dugout, he has a pretty good look at it here in Arlington. I think he thought that that's not what happened. And looked at the replay. It looks as if it's a fair ball. I think he makes the call. I think it's a right call. We'll take another look at it as Marte. Inside out swing. That's off the chalk right there. And then typically it'll go foul, but then it hits. And kicks back just enough. It stays there and actually hits a little bit of the chalk on the backside of the bag too. It's a good call.
2-0 lead for the Mariners. Here comes with 2 outs and a good job by Marte on an 0-2 pitch. Marte out at second. Seager with a base hit to center. His first time. He looks like a strike.
Odor, the second baseman, he has to be a good, what, 15 feet out on the outfield grass?
Every bit, maybe more.
Playing about as far back as you can. Steve Buechele, bench coach, will take over and manage the rest of this one.
Side to Kyle. Marte with a big 2-out, 2-run double. 1-1 pitch. Goes foul. The fans behind third all over Guccione on that one. He's heard worse.
And a lot of pitches for Gallardo. Already 46 pitches.
1-2 to Seager. Cut off the end of the bat. A lot of pitches for Gallardo and ditto for Mr. Paxton.
Paxton threw 24 pitches in the first.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Napoli going to be tested. Here he comes. Can't get it. Base hit. Run scores. RBI for Seager. 3-0 Mariners. RBI for Kyle. That's number 67. Scoring easily is Marte.
Jams him, but it works. Napoli was playing deep, as you would expect with Kyle hitting, not able to make up the distance. Good inning for the Mariners.
Visit by pitching coach Mike Maddox. Brings up Nelson Cruz, struck out on a 2-2 pitch. Route number 2 in the first inning. Mariners 1 for 3, runners in scoring position. Ball 1 to Cruz. Ellie in good shape here, 2-0. 30th pitch of the inning coming up. 50 pitches for the ballgame early in the second inning for Gallardo. Swing so hard, Stillman came off. 2-1. Outfield deep, couple steps towards left for Cruz. Seager first. 2-1 pitch. Bouncing ball. Beltre will take it. And throws out Nelson Cruz. Good inning for the Mariners. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and leave a man. 3-0 lead for James Paxton. Cold, hard facts. And you got to like it. Anytime Kyle Seager tees it up against the Texas Rangers, take a look at these numbers updated to the minute. He's 2 for 2 tonight, Mike. This has been tremendous.
Well, we talked about it at the start of the game. Kyle hitting .344 in his career here in this ballpark with a lot of damage. You can see the 12 home runs, 40 RBIs for Kyle, already 2 for 2 with an RBI in this one. And you had to feel pretty good about it because Kyle has been hitting .392 over his last 19 games. He was hot coming into this series.
Elvis Andrus will lead it off. Bottom third of the order for the Rangers. He's followed by Rougned Odor and Bobby Wilson. First inning, Paxton 24 pitches, struck out the side, mixed in with a couple of singles and a walk, got out of a bases loaded situation.
And again, he has a good fastball tonight. He's topped out at 97, consistently at the 95-mile-an-hour mark. Struggling with his curveball command. Another good fastball there ties him up.
2-2 to Andrus.
The other thing that you do not want to do when it's over 90 degrees is be out on the field for a long period of time. So for Paxton, 24 pitches in the first. I'd like to see him work a little quicker.
Pretty good motivation. Here's Marte. Good, strong, accurate throw to get Andrus.
Batting the second baseman, number 12, Rougned Odor.
Nice play by Cattell. Had some problems at second base sliding in the last couple of home games. Has been a big plus for this ball club.
I thought that Lloyd McClendon made an interesting point after it happened to Marte the other day before we left on the trip, and he said that in AAA you can get away with the pop-up slide because they don't have the replay, but here it'll cost you, so they're trying to get them to stop doing that. But that's something that every player typically does throughout their career, and now you have to make some changes here at the major league level.
There's fielders, and he knows because he does it. They're going to keep the tag on you for a long time. Before it was just
for that reason, because of the replay, they will just keep the tag on you. They used to teach you to get the tag in there and back out right away so that they didn't have a chance to kick the ball out of your glove. That's not the case anymore.
Nicely played by Lomo to retire Rougned Odor. Quick 2 outs against the bottom third of the order. Bobby Wilson, the catcher, the former Ray and Angel. Hitting at 198. We'll stand in. Houston has a 2-0 lead at home against Oakland after 2. Strike one to Wilson. Toronto 4-1 over Boston, bottom 6. Yankees and Mets are tied. Here's a ball hit right to Cano. Good inning for Paxton. Just what you wanted to see, a 10-pitch inning after his boys put 3 up on the board. Well done as we go to the third. 3-0 Mariners. Low 90s tomorrow. Ditto Sunday. Chance of thunderstorms. And being this is our last trip here, that's not what I wanted to see.
But it's also not unusual to see it.
Correct. Bottom line, didn't want to see it. Hope we don't see it. Line drive on a jam shot that retires Cano.
And a little soft line drive, easy play for Andrews, the shortstop. Good inning for Paxton. That's what you want to see a little bit more of. Just 10 pitches in the inning to get through the second.
Second go around for Mark Trumbo. Mark struck out on a 1-2 pitch. Runners at the corners in the first inning.
In his first at bat, Gallardo was throwing him fastballs, trying to run him off the inside corner, and starts him off with a fastball inside this time. This is with that slider.
Mark now 3 for 7 against Gallardo. Pitch away. You talked about that in the open. Gonna work that pitch away, and he went with it. Got a base hit.
Sometimes as a hitter you have to take what the pitcher is going to give you, and this is another cut fastball. It's elevated. Mark didn't try to pull it, just going the other way, and picks up a base hit.
1 out, 1 on brings up Seth Smith. He struck out on a 1-2 pitch first time. Mariners with 3 runs on 3 hits in the second inning. 2-run double by Marte, and Seager with an RBI single. He had to count 2-0. Here's a strike to Seth. Seth played his college ball, as you know, at Mississippi, and Mitch Moreland, the first baseman for Texas at Mississippi State. Both of their alma maters had great football seasons back in 2014. Odor, here's a tailor-made double play. And that'll do it for the Mariners. So 4-6-3. Mariners lead 3-0. to save with Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package. It's because you're going to save big with 4 tickets, hot dogs, and Pepsis at a special package value price. You're invited to do more when you join us for the next event on Wednesday, September 30th. Get your tickets at mariners.com. Texas Ranger fans pretty excited. You can understand why. If you take it back to May 20th, this ball club was in last place. As the shield shows, but they were in last place with a record of 17-23. Since then, they've raced all the way to the top of the division, going 62-44. The Shields, Chu, and Beltre, 1, 2, 3 in the order.
And we've seen Paxton do that a number of times, trying to get a feel for it. Looks like his curveball barely clearing the grass with that pitch. Second time through the lineup for the Rangers.
Ground ball to Marte, takes tricky hop. Nice strong throw, got him. It's a nice recovery.
This ball is going to come up on him, and he makes a quick adjustment. Ball is down right here. This next hop comes up. You see him adjust. I like the fact that he had his body right over the top of his glove too.
Nice play.
Yep, able to get rid of it quickly with the speedy DeShields running down the line.
Chris Woodward puts in a lot of work. Tell Marte proud of him on that. That's for sure. There's Chu. He rifled one right back at Paxton on the first pitch he saw in the first inning. And he does it again, just off the glove of Marte. Man, Texas people weren't kidding when they were telling me he's dialed in. My goodness.
Wow. And a 2-for-2 night. We'll take a look at a slicing line drive right off the top of the glove of Marte as he goes to try to make the play.
Both base hits have been right on the butt, adding to his totals. The Mariners held him down. Chu 3 for 13 earlier this month. Here's Beltre.
Beltre had a base hit his first time up. Inside out swing on a fastball in the inside corner. In a line drive into right field.
Todd Adrian in the clubhouse today was calm and relaxed and pleased with where his ball club is. So they're doing a lot of the little things that are adding up in addition to all the big hitting. And I brought up a topic you and I talked about when they were last in Seattle, the bullpen. He couldn't say enough good things about those guys after the changes they made.
Well, they have some good arms out in the pen. Tollison is now closing games for him. Dyson, you'll see him in this series. He'll be in the mid to upper 90s. Diekman, the left-hander, the same thing.
Hit by Shin-Soo Choo. Makes him 15 for 30 on the homestand. There's a look at the bullpen. They've been really good. Bounced up there. Barron. Wild throw.
Rushed it just a little bit.
Another wild pitch. Second today for Paxton.
Well, he's getting a workout on this breaking ball. It's constantly out in front of home plate. Really not that close, and he blocks it. He's in good shape. I think he had a chance to get him, but rushed the throw.
Chu in scoring position, 1 out. Beltre, the hitter, with Prince Fielder on deck. Three and 1 to Beltre. He's now 4 for 7 against Paxton as he look at Prince Fielder, strikeout victim on 3 pitches in his first at bat. (3-1) pitch. Lost it. Second walk. Runners at first and second, 1 out for Fielder. Don't forget, after the game, stick around for Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. Brad Adam and Bill Kruger, along with Angie Mentek, here with us in Arlington will bring all the post-game news and information. Nothing lead for the Mariners. And he tried to tie it up. A hot hitter his last 7 games in a 407 clip, 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. Braxton's getting low too.
And a really good pitch, 95 on the outside corner. Good news for Paxton, if he can get the ground ball. There's a good chance they'll turn the double play. Fielder does not run well.
Two pitch. Got him to chase. Big strikeout, the 4th of the night for Paxton.
So right after the good fastball, comes right back 80 miles an hour on that breaking ball. Good job by Barron to keep it in front of him. And you can see he likes to throw a lot of fastballs, 77% for Paxton. His breaking ball 16% of the time, an occasional changeup for him.
2 outs. Runners at first and second. Brings up Mike Napoli. Walked in a 3-1 pitch to load the bases, but Paxton struck out Moreland to get out of that jam. All 1 to Mike. Paxton's got to be careful here. 2-0. That is a very high pop-up. Coming in, Trumbo peeling off Morrison. Trumbo makes the catch. Paxton escapes again as the Rangers leave 2 in the 3rd, and the Mariners lead stays at 3-0. All right, Brett, thank you. Logan Morrison going to lead things off against Yovani Gallardo. Foul back up this way. One more walked and scored in the second inning. Tel Marte a 2-run double, and Seager followed with an RBI single. Morrison, Miller, and Barron here. There's another strike. Almost leading off the fourth.
We've already seen that a number of times from the left-handed hitters. They'll start to attack the pitch, and you'll see them pull their hands out of the hitting area, and it's because of the cutter. They start to attack it, and then they realize that they're going to get jammed, so they try to move the bat out of the way.
On 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Foul back. Almost got up to a good start earlier in the month, and has since cooled off. About its big September last year. 342. The 0-2. Right to Odor. We're away here in the fourth. It's now time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo. Use hashtag RTNW Data Strong Fan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. Brad Miller doubled to left his first time up. There he is with one out here in the fourth. There's Brad tonight. He's in center field. So he can play all 3 outfield positions. A lot of short, a bit of second, and on third base once or twice so far this season.
He could probably also give you an inning of relief if you need it.
Got a good arm. Strike 2-1. Hot hitting Toronto ball club without Troy Tulowitzki. There's a 6-1 lead at home against Boston, top of the 8th. Boston's pitching has been thin, but they've swung the bat well the last week, 10 days. Pitch number 70 coming up for Gallardo. Folks in Toronto liking what they see out of New York. The Mets lead the Yankees 2-1, bottom 7. Toronto starting today 3.5 on top of the Yankees. All right, Adam's going to update you on Houston in a matter of minutes. All of a sudden, Gallardo is really slow. Bouncing ball. Door comes in to get it. Throws him out.
Well, it hasn't been particularly sharp, and so maybe taking a little bit more time than we're used to seeing from him because of that. Looks like he's starting to settle in, though. 52 pitches through the first 2 innings.
Some less homestand, I believe. He worked at a nice pace, as he did, I think, when we saw him here earlier this year. Pitch Monday, September 7th. 3-0 Texas win. Stephen Barron pop up right field. One back is Chu. 1-2-3 inning for Gallardo. Needed just 11 pitches. Good news, Mariners still lead 3-0. Wearing a Dan Wilson jersey. And coincidentally enough, that young man's name is Dan. And then we talk about, and this guy's wearing that is Pudge Rodriguez. Special assistant to the general manager here. Pudge Rodriguez, one of the all-time greats. Pudge works on the Ranger telecast, working on the pregame show. There's Mitch Moreland. Lead things off against James Paxton. Paxton stranded 5 runners. Had bases loaded in the first and second in the third. Only clean inning, a 1-2-3 second.
Yeah, pretty good fastball right there. Did not get the call. It was right on the outside corner. His fastball has been 94 to 97 miles an hour tonight. Struggling with his curveball a little bit.
Way behind 3-0. Moreland, Andrews, and Odor. 6, 7, and 8 here in the Texas fourth. Mariners got their runs in the second. Back with a strike. 2-run double by Marte and an RBI single by Seager. Fourth 3-ball count he's had this evening. Here comes the 3-2. Struck him out. Oh, he got a foul. Got a piece of it. Got a piece of it.
It was going to help James out a little bit. That pitch actually off the plate, and you can see the foul tip.
Three-two pitch. Strike 3 call. 5 Ks for Paxton. That's the second one looking. As Moreland registers his complaint to crew chief Jeff Nelson.
And I think Jeff Nelson helps James out a little bit. That pitch off the plate, but he gets the call.
One out here in the fourth. And just bounced out to Marte first time. Elvis recently had an 0 for 22 drought. He's picked it up a little bit in the last few games, going 7 for 22. Here's pitch number 60. All 2. Seager knocked it down. It'll be a base hit. Hard one hopper.
And you can see Kyle playing about halfway in because of the speed of Andrews, and that goes right off the thumb of his glove. Andrews will try to drop down a bump from time to time, so Kyle playing a little bit closer than he normally would.
Here's Rougned Odor. I might have to put him along with Ibar in my all-opponent team. Rough start, sent down to Double-A, didn't pout, came back, and a big contributor. 14 homers, 55 runs batted in from the second baseman position. Should take Marte right to the bag. It does, and there's the double play. Timing and being at the right place at the right time works nicely for the Mariners. 3-0. Back to the second inning. It was a good one for the Mariners. Here's Ketel Marte. Down the line, third base umpire Chris Guccione called it fair. Mariners will take it. Jeff Bannister says, seriously? Argument kept going. Said a couple of magic words. He's out of here. Back in his office watching the game. Next hitter was Kyle Seager. And he dropped this one in front of Napoli. Napoli's playing over left center, had the long run in. So those are the 3 runs for the Mariners.
Big hit by Marte. Going to lead things off here in the 5th.
Still looking for that first big league homer.
He has a really good chance to get one here in this series. And it's probably going to be an inside the park home run because of how fast this outfield is, and they're playing shallow. DeShields, the center fielder, playing really shallow. Marte, along with the base hit, the double that he hit, he also lined out to center.
That could be in the cards.
Yeah, why
that's
not?
a good call. Two-one pitch. Drives it. Right center field. Chu's not going to get it. Base of the fence. He's at second. He'll shut it down there. Leadoff double for Ketel Marte is back-to-back doubles. 2 for 3 night.
Might have had a chance for a triple, but when it hit the fence, rebounds right to the center fielder, to the Shields. But the Shields able to hold him to a double.
Good looking stroke. Seager having a good start. Steve Buechele, he's running the show now. The bench coach with Bannister having been tossed for the ball game. Mariners with runners in scoring position tonight are 2 for 4.
Kyle with one of those hits. He's having a 2 for 2 night so far.
High drive, right field. Way back, and it's in the corner. We lose sight of Chu, and it's a foul ball. Here's Red Kim's down. Seager lives large against the Rangers.
Gallardo tried to beat him with that cut fastball again. He's thrown a number of them to the left-handed hitters, and that one was on the inside corner.
Kyle beginning tonight a .328 career hitter against Ranger pitching. Andrew Faulkner, a right-hander, warming up. Another one.
Look at Andrew.
Seager, base hit the center, RBI single to left. He's got a 1-1 count. Good foul. Angels have Minnesota postponed tonight. Minnesota a game ahead of the Angels. Both teams try to catch Houston for the second wild card position. One-two to Seager. Odor is right there. Drawing out, and Marte advances to third. So one away. Runner at third. Here in the Mariners' fifth. Mariners in EQC. They salute the men and women of the armed forces with a discount all season long. Members of the military receive 10% off select main, terrace, and view level seats. So simply show your military ID at the Safeco Field box office to take advantage of your savings.
Good productive at bat by Kyle Seager to move the runner up. Marte had a leadoff double. That ground out by Kyle moves him up to third. The Rangers will have to bring their infield in with Nelson Cruz stepping in.
Cruz a strikeout and a ground out to Beltre at third. .42 home runs, 88 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. Cruz, 6th leading hitter in the American League starting tonight. Tied with Chris Davis, 42 home runs, major league lead. Still the slugging leader at .590. Just missed Marte. Ball goes foul. Crowd giving Guccione the business. Two to Nelly. 6 for 10, 2 home runs career against Gallardo. Bounced up there.
Sounded like it hit Bobby Wilson in the mask. Breaking ball out in front of home plate, goes to block, and it does. It hits him right in the mask.
Stunned him for a second.
That, but he was fortunate that it stayed right out in front of him. Typically that ball will glance off to the side when it does that. So a break for the Rangers.
Field deep and straight away. Infield drawn in. 1-2 pitch to Cruz. Ball 2. Two. Count is run full. On deck hitter for the Mariners, Robinson Cano. He's 1 for 2. First inning single to right center. Third full count for Gallardo. He's walked 1. 3-2. And takes it for ball 4. Well, Cano will have 1 out and runners at the corners here in the 5th.
Tried to get him to chase that cutter again off the outside corner. Was able to lay off of it. And Mike Maddox, pitching coach for the Rangers, making a trip out to the mound. Left-hander Faulkner has been getting loose in the pen. He looks like he's ready to go. And you can see Gallardo, 85 pitches.
McClendon out talking to home plate umpire Jeff Nelson, and Lloyd looks a little agitated. Looks a lot agitated, as a matter of fact.
I'm not sure what that's about. He is not happy.
Some procedural point. I wasn't able to convince Jeff Nelson on. Lloyd looking. So we look here. Like he was barking at third base umpire Chris Guccione and wearing at the ear of his bench coach Trent Jewett. Wonder what that's all about. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Cano with an opportunity to inflict some damage here in the 5th. With a base hit to right center in the 1st, a soft liner to short in the 3rd.
Gallardo has pitched him inside. A lot of cutters trying to keep it in on his hands.
Cano with 5 career home runs in this ballpark. Bouncing ball to Andrews to Odor. The tailor-made double play. We've seen a few of those. 6-4-3. Inning over. Gallardo escapes. Mariners lead 3-0. All right, Brad, thank you very much. The Rangers will be in Houston next weekend. They'll get Oakland Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Oakland, then go to Houston. Strike one to Bobby Wilson, leading off here in the bottom of the fifth. 0 for 1 with a ground out to Cano. He pitched number 66 for Paxton, who struck out 5, walked 2.
It seems that he's been getting better as the game has moved on. He had to throw 24 pitches in the first inning. And have real good command. Still trying to find the good curveball tonight. It hasn't been there for him. Or a fastball changeup.
Strike 3 called. It's a half a dozen strikeouts now for Paxton.
It's just a good fastball in the inside corner, ties him up. Barron has done a pretty good job behind the plate tonight. Again, just his third start here at the major league level.
Top of the order, and Delano DeShields strike out looking, and a ground out to short. Seager in a few steps at third. One
of the better changeups we've seen from James tonight.
The line drive, center field. Speedy runner on base here. He's got 23 stolen bases as we check our Geico at this state. Major League history. Mariners played the longest game. Safeco Field history by time, losing 4-2 to the Orioles, 18 innings. Not a lot to like about that time of game. The OTOG 544. Here comes Shin-Soo Choo. He has hit 2 bullets right back through the box. And I thought he might do that. It certainly, that was warranted.
He's a little comfortable up there.
That was a warranted pitch, I'll tell you.
Yep, just straightens him up, set up inside.
And he knew it was coming too. Two and 0.
It seems that when you're having a night like Chu is, that you're going to be in good counts, and he is now in a 2-0 count.
First pitch swinging in the first at bat, and first pitch swinging in the second. Two and 1. Jeff Bannister in his media session talking about Chu says he's been the most stubborn with his approach since the All-Star break. Because it sure looks like it. Professional hitter, missed some time. He was hurt. He's not hurt now. He's healthy.
As far as left-handers go, James Paxton's move to first is average.
Three-one pitch. That one's full. Beltre's on deck. Danny Farquhar, he's up and throwing in the Mariners bullpen.
James threw 66 pitches his last time out. 76 right now.
Big pitch here to Chu. Runner goes. That poor foul pass. Hector Ortiz, the first base coach.
Looked like he went with the curveball that time. Just 80 miles an hour. Took a lot off of it.
There we go, 3-2. Throw over first. One away after Bobby Wilson led off. Striking out and looking. Base hit to Shields, and now Paxton would love to throw another double play ball. Got one to end the fourth. Runner goes, pitch. Right field coming on Trumbo. Can't get it. The Shields can move. They throw to try to get Chu, and a throw by Robbie High. Chu had to dive back into first base. Shin-Soo Choo having a great night, 3 for 3.
We'll take a look at the effort by Trumbo in right field, right off the end of his glove. Once it gets past him, it was an easy play for DeShields to go first to third. Chu thought about trying to stretch it into a double, but Mark was able to get to it quickly, and there was an opportunity to get him at first. You can see Marte pointing towards first base, but the throw high. And Lloyd McClendon out to the mound.
Strategy session.
So far, the Rangers in this one again coming into the game hitting .243 as a team with runners in scoring position. Tonight they are 0 for 4.
One out, runners at the corners. 5th inning. Tough hitter Adrian Beltre. Walk and a base hit tonight. There's DeShields and there's Chu.
And this is where things get tough yet. Beltre, imagine him being a tough hitter. Finally looks as if he's healthy now. Swinging the bat well, and it doesn't get any easier with the man on deck. Prince Fielder waiting on deck.
Big at bat. Strike one. Mariners got 3 runs in the 2nd inning. Marte a 2-run double, Seager an RBI single. Since then, they've had just 2 hits. Nice stop by Barron. One pitch. Chu holds at first. Shields at third.
One of the things we've seen from James tonight, and it's been consistent, is every time he tries to throw the breaking ball hard, he ends up bouncing it well out in front of home plate. He really has not had a good feel for it tonight. So basically he's had to work off of his fastball and changeup combination.
He's in some trouble here. Could use a double play. 2-1. And that pitch. Whoa.
That was the changeup, and I think James thought he was going to get the strike call. Did not happen, and now a great count for Beltre.
Fielder's on deck. He struck out twice, both in 0-2 pitches. Last time with a breaking ball. 20th pitch of the inning. Paxton deals. Bounced up there. Bases are loaded. Again. Had him loaded in the first. There's nowhere to put Fielder. Second time he's walked Beltre. It's a 3rd walk of the night.
As a team, the Rangers hitting .250 with bases loaded this year.
Well, Fielder, 344 runners in scoring position this year. Prince. Twice a strikeout victim, both in 0-2 pitches. Rangers 0 for 1 with the bases loaded tonight. 3-0 Mariner lead here in the 5th. They're having major problems with the breaking ball. Ball one.
It was really one of those critical pitches for him, especially against a quality left-handed hitter.
One pitch. Back with a strike. Curveball's not working. What did he come back with here?
He's just going to have to locate his fastball like he just did. 94 right on the outside corner. He's been able to throw his fastball by fielder, especially when he's elevated it.
Here's the 1-1. And blocks it. That whole dugout is well aware.
And for James, his splits tonight are not good. 86 pitches, 46 strikes, 40 balls for him. Not really sure what you're looking for.
Fielder's sitting dead red here, isn't he?
Yes, he
He's
is.
ready to jump out of his shoes again. 2-1 pitch. Missed. 3-1.
You see James is really trying to keep the ball down. He wants him to hit it on the ground as Napoli waits on deck. Fielder does not run well. He can get a double play if he's able to get him to swing at that pitch. But so far, Fielder's showing some discipline at the plate.
Crowd on its feet, advantage fielder. 3-1 pitch from Paxton. Here it comes. Ball 4, walked him in. Walks in a run. DeShields will score. Shoe to third. Beltre to second. RBI fielder. Back-to-back walks.
Yeah, looks like Lloyd McClellan's going to come get him. It'll be Danny Farquhar.
So Paxton last into the fifth. Walks in a run. Leaves with the bases loaded. And the Mariners holding to a 3-1 lead. Sponsor the BNSF Flash and by AM/PM. Too much good stuff. The Mariners could use some good stuff from Danny Farquhar right now. 1 out, 3-1 lead. Bases loaded. Rangers bottom 5. This is one hot ball club, the Texas Rangers. 62-44 since May 20th when they made the run from last place to first place, where they are right now atop the American League West.
For James Paxton tonight, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 1 run it was earned. He is responsible for all 3 base runners that are out there. 4 walks, that hurt him tonight. 6 strikeouts, 88 pitches, 46 strikes for James. Danny Farquhar going to take over. 36 appearances on the year for Danny. ERA just under 5. 38 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 41 2/3. Opponents hitting 265 against Danny. Good fastball. He'll be in the low to mid 90s. Also use a cutter, 12-6 curveball, and a changeup to the lefties.
His last 2 appearances, low stress. Not the case now. Strike 1 to Mike Napoli. Napoli walked and flied out to right. Lead here that they had working here in 2011 when the club went to the World Series. Big swing and a miss.
Good breaking ball from Danny right at the bottom of the strike zone.
Napoli career 0 for 4 against Farquhar. Danny a quick work with peering in. He's ahead of Napoli 0-2. Ball to Cano, and there's the whoa! That looked dicey as Marte fell down, coming across the bag, but apparently is an inning-ending double play. Everybody's still standing around. Easy shovel there. Boy, he missed the bag. Rangers first of 3 here, and keep your eye on the bus. Follow us from a safe distance on Twitter at Sound Transit. Mariners got another inning-ending double play, and they are really timely, aren't they? Get through the 5th, giving up just 1 run. Top of the 6th, it'll be Mark Trumbo, Seth Smith, and Logan Morrison. Will Venable takes over in left field for Mike Napoli. Up high from Gallardo. Gallardo has walked 2, struck out 4. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits in the 2nd inning. Has given up just 2 hits since then.
And well done by Danny Farquhar in that last inning as you take a look at Will Venable. Again out in left field, but Danny making some quality pitches. Get the double play.
And that was Danny Farquhar. That was the Danny Farquhar from last year. Base hit, rifled to left field by Trumbo. Fine start here in the Mariners' 6th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners.
James Jones going to pinch run for Trumbo. Lloyd McClellan putting some speed into the game. And Steve Buechele out of the dugout. Looks like he's going to make a pitching change.
I'd like to see Mr. Jones get on his giddy up here. Gallardo done. And he leaves trailing 3-1. Be a bank difference in the game. Pitcher's best friend, Mr. Blowers.
Well, we've called for it a couple of times in this one tonight. Packs in a little bit of trouble, gets a double play, ground ball right to Marte at second base, and then this one right here by Danny Farquhar with the bases loaded and 1 out. A couple of double plays have helped the Mariners. Gallardo out of the game now, 5+, 8 hits, 3 runs. They were earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He threw 90 pitches, 59 of those for strikes. He's responsible for the base runner at first, and that is James Jones.
Andrew Faulkner takes over. Jones back safely with a dive. Smitty tonight is struck out, bounced into a double play. Faulkner profile, just a 6th game.
Pretty good fastball in the low 90s. Also mix in a slider, changeup. Good lead by Jones at first.
Anderson taking himself another double play. The 3rd turn tonight by the Rangers.
Fastball right off the end of the bat, and an easy play by Elvis Andrus, the shortstop.
Steve Buechele running the ball club. Jeff Bannister thrown out back in the 2nd inning. Here's Logan Morrison. Almost tonight, walk, run scored, and soft line out to second base. Way out front. Marson hitting just 187 against left-handers. Anthony Bass heating up.
He has a really good arm. He'll be in the mid to upper 90s.
And bullpen has been a big part of the transformation of these Texas Rangers. 1-1. There's 1-2 to Lomo. Odor on the backhand throws him out. The Mariners cannot add to the lead in the 6th, but they still lead 3-1. The game. Aaron and family looking good there. Thank you for joining us here in the broadcast.
Good looking pajamas.
Changes in the Mariners outfield. We'll get them to you. James Jones stays in the game at center. Brad Miller goes from center to left, and Seth Smith moves from left to right. Trumbo's out of the game. And Danny Farquhar got a double play to get the Mariners out of a fifth inning jam. He's got Mitch Moreland leading off for Texas. He struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. That run, the bases loaded walk in the fifth, was the 15th bases loaded walk issued by Mariner pitching. Leads the major leagues. Moreland, Andrews, and Odor here in the sixth against Danny Farquhar.
Yeah, it looks like Elias is getting loose in the pen.
Moreland 1 for 5 against Danny. And he's gone. One down here in the sixth. Going on now, the Mariners team store is offering a cool gift with purchase. Get a free Mariners cooler bag. Perfect for tailgating and picnics with your $75 novelty purchase. This free gift is available while supplies last. So head to a Mariners team store today.
Elvis Andrus 1 for 2 tonight, had an infield hit his last time up.
Or 1 from Farquhar. Houston 3-2 over Oakland, top of the sixth. Down low, Toronto defeated Boston 6-1 up in Ontario, Canada. And the Yankees were losing at the Mets 5-1. The glove completely comes off of Stephen Barron. Haven't seen that. Coming in Smith, calling off Lomo. 2 away. Looked good in these 3 batters that he faced. He pitched an inning Wednesday night with a strikeout. And prior to that, on Monday in the 10-1 win against the Angels, he pitched a scoreless inning.
Well, we talked about it with Danny. He's been getting better. And when Danny's in the game, there's a couple things that you like to see from him. 1, he works quickly. 2, typically he'll throw a lot of strikes, which means he has an opportunity to be efficient. So far, 11 pitches. Now 12 pitches, 9 strikes from Danny.
Take you back even a little farther. Last Saturday, 7-2 Mariner win at home against Colorado. Danny pitched 1 inning, gave up a hit, struck out 3. He's been looking good. Lloyd's been going to him a lot. 2/3 of an inning last Friday with a strikeout, so good for him.
Yeah, it's good for Lloyd too, because he's been looking for somebody to get the ball to Carson Smith. Carson in the 8th, Tom Wilhelmsen in the 9th.
Hit well. Off center field, Jonesy's there. And that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Rangers in the 6th. The Mariners lead 3-1. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Jack in the Box. For a limited time, try the new Portobello Mushroom Buttery Jack with melted garlic herb butter. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Here in Texas, the Rangers feeling good. Coming into tonight's game, leading the division by 2.5 over Houston. But they're 6-10 against the Mariners. And that person seems rather conflicted, don't you think? Ranger cap and the King Felix t-shirt. We'll see the King on Sunday. I guess it's just representing the household.
Well, and she has the Rangers hat on, so that's her team, but she's a big fan of Felix, which I can understand. See a lot of those shirts around the country.
Yeah. Brad Miller leading off. Late swing against Andrew Faulkner, who came in with nobody out in the sixth, threw a double play ball and then got a ground out by Morrison. He's on a relief of Giovanni Gallardo. Miller to be followed by Stephen Barron and Ketel Marte. One two to Brad. Ball two. Foul play. Rangers outfield, Will Venable in left, Delino DeShields in center, and Shin-Soo Choo in right, with Beltre, Andrus, and Doran Moreland in the infield, and Bobby Wilson behind the plate. Brad fights off another one.
Already 6 pitches in the at-bat. Anthony Bass, the hard-throwing right-hander, still getting loose in the pen for the Rangers. He's ready to go.
2-2. Up the middle, base hit. Might have got a piece of Faulkner. Second hit for Brad tonight. Second inning double, run scored, and also grounded out the second. Good start here for the Mariners. In print and online at SeattleTimes.com. The Seattle Times delivers deep sports coverage to your desktop, phone, or tablet. Make the most of the season. Visit SeattleTimes.com to subscribe tonight. Stephen Barron still looking for that first major league hit. 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for 8. And this is now in his third game. Bunt. Beltre turn this into force out at second. Five-4, fielder's choice. One away. I'll bring up Ketel Marte. He's got a couple of doubles tonight, 2 RBIs.
2 doubles hitting left-handed. So switch hitter will have his first at bat hitting right-handed. Steve Buechele now managing the Rangers. Going to stay with his lefty. You have Kyle Seager on deck.
Strike one from Faulkner. Ball inside. 1-1. Hold up. 2 balls, 1 strike to Mariners shortstop. Faulkner, starter in the minor leagues, and then earlier this year they Switched him to the bullpen. Young man making his major league debut on August 31st in San Diego. Pitched an inning and a third. Didn't give up a run. 34 games, 15 starts in Round Rock. Hit well left field, going back Venable. There to make the catch. There's 2 outs. Napoli started in left field, but they lifted him for Will Venable. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Season winding down. 2 more games here in Texas. Day off Monday in KC. See the defending American League champions, and then see the Angels again next weekend at this time before we come home. Final 6 games, Houston and the Athletics. Bottom 6, Houston 3-2 over Oakland in Houston.
Let's see if Kyle Seager can add to his night. Kyle 2 for 3 tonight. He's picked up an RBI.
Look out. I hit the screen there. That's Rodriguez. 0-2 to Kyle. Nelson probably second-guessed himself on that one. I thought he was going to ring him up.
I thought he was too, but it was just off the outside corner. Pretty good breaking ball from Faulkner.
Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the Mariners. No runs ahead. No errors, the man left. Bottom 7 coming up, 3-1 Mariners. In your mind as you consider how a Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. Now there is the original boomstick. That is remarkable. What's the last time I think the first time we were here, it was going for about $25, $26. I'm sure with inflation over the years, it's gone up. And that's at least a month and a half's worth of, well, the cholesterol, 2,500 calories. I just took had a blood check the other day. My cholesterol was real good. I could just absolutely destroy that number with half of that.
Please don't do that.
I'm not. Trust me, not going near it. Good gravy. Man. Recap how we got to this point. Take you back to the second inning. Mr. Marte.
Right now on the line at third. Goes over the corner of the bag, and he'll drive in a couple of runs with that base hit. Jeff Bannister, the manager, did not like the call, ended up being thrown out of the ball game because of it.
Chris Guccione, third base umpire. Jeff got his money's worth. And then here's Kyle Seager. He was the next hitter. And he drops one. Mike Napoli started the game in left field. Scoring is Marte. Fifth inning, Paxton had all guys in trouble. Bases loaded walk. 15th bases loaded walk by Mariner pitching this year. That's the most in the big leagues. But here's the other full stick. Jeez. That's only slightly bigger than the one we showed you with the jalapenos on top. Oh, man. This is Texas. Little large.
Logan Kensing going to take over. 10 appearances, ERA over 6. He has 8 strikeouts and 8 2/3. Opponent's hitting just 194 off of Logan.
So the Mariners trying to put a dent in this 5-game winning streak by the Rangers. They won 6 of 7 since they lost 2 of 3 in Seattle back in which series that started on Labor Day back home in Seattle. Bobby Wilson, the catcher, is going to lead off against Kensing. Delino DeShields and Shin-Soo Choo to follow. Toronto Blue Jays win. The Yankees lose. Toronto in the East has a 4.5 game lead.
Elias getting loose in the bullpen for the Mariners.
Bobby Wilson 0 for 2. Ground out the second. The strikeout looking. Strike one. There's Elias. Get some work here tonight. Inside to Wilson. Last time we saw Kensing last Saturday, third of an inning. Zeros across. Back with a strike. Prior to that, he pitched 2/3 of an inning, scoreless ball with a strikeout. Tuesday, September 8th, in the Rangers 9-6 win in Seattle, up high. Good work by Danny Farquhar, inning of 2/3. Foul.
So far in this event, a lot of off-speed pitches, not using his fastball at all.
2-2 to Bobby Wilson.
He missed with that slider.
Do not want to walk the 9-hole hitting catcher Bobby Wilson, who started the day hitting $198.
It's never a good idea, but it's certainly not a good idea late in the game in this ballpark with as hot as the Rangers have been.
Bingo. 3-2 pitch. Hit foul. Kensing ready with a 3-2. Kensing ball to Seager. Throws out Wilson. There's one away. We've added another EQC Girls Night Out. It's set for Saturday, October 3rd. E's will be in town, and just for $35, You can get a Maynard Terrace club seat, a great-looking Mariners cap, and your first drink. Visit Mariners.com/girls for tickets. Mariners faithful here in Texas.
Kyle Seager even with the bag at third, taking the bunt away from DeShields, the leadoff hitter for the Rangers.
Shields with a base hit to center and a run scored. He scored on that bases loaded walk. Prince Fielder in the 5th inning. Logan Kensing back in his home state. He's out of San Antonio with the Texas A&M. Second round pick of the Marlins back in 03. He's behind again, 2-0. Swing and a miss by DeShields.
There's a good fastball right on the outside corner at 92 miles an hour. See a lot of sliders from Logan so far here in this inning.
Elias and joined by Carson Smith. Two and two. Here comes Smith. Calls off Cano. Two outs here in the 7th. Shin-Soo Choo, what a night he's having. 3 for 3. 2 singles to center, 1 to right.
And Lloyd McClendon going to stay with Kensing even though he has Elias ready to go. Oh, maybe not. Now he's out of the dugout. He's going to get the left-hander Elias.
Love to see Elias drop down with that.
You bet.
Sidearm breaking ball to Shin-Soo Choo at some point during this at bat, maybe more than once. Kensing threw a lot of pitches. He does get the 2 outs. He'll give way to Roenis Elias when we come back. As we play in the bottom of the 7th, time now for a Seattle City Light power play. And tip of the cap to the bullpen. Danny Farquhar, nice work.
Yeah, you're right. Danny came in bases loaded situation with 1 out and was able to get the double play to get the Mariners out of the inning. And then came right back and was able to get through the next inning without giving up any runs. And then it's Logan Kensing. Couple of outs here on the bottom of the 7th inning. Ground out and a pop out, and that was it. Lloyd McClendon will turn it over to Elias.
Trent Jewett with Lloyd right behind him. 18th game for Elias. Second time out of the bullpen.
Just over 100 innings for him. Opponents hitting just 241.
Lloyd wanted the lefty-lefty matchup against this hot hitter. Shit, whoa. Sing, shoot, shoot.
Breaking ball just slipped out of his hand. Lloyd wondering what that was, but jeez. We'll take a look at it. 74 miles an hour, a little curved ball.
Chu moved the bat. Good thing he did. Might have hit that. Chu 1 for 5 against Elias. Three and 0. Chu in the first half of the season, a .221 hitter. Second half, .340 entering tonight's game. He's added to that with a 3 for 3. There's a strike. Towards the line, Brad Miller tracking. He's got nothing.
Well, he was able to get back to a full count. Carson Smith ready to go in the pen. Yet Beltre waiting on deck. So probably just one hitter for Elias in tonight's ball game.
Zek going out of the picture. Here's the 3-2 to Chu. Got him looking. Big K by Elias. He had a brutal start. Comes back, gets a strikeout looking. Nicely done. 3-1 Mariners. As we go to the 8th, here's another look. Locked him up. Inning over. In Arlington, Texas, and Big Sky Conference football returns to Root Sports tomorrow, presented by your local Ford stores. All the action begins at 1 p.m. Pacific. Montana State Bobcats travel to Roos Field to take on the Eastern Washington Eagles. The full broadcast schedule, visit rootsports.com. Tanner Scheppers, the new pitcher for the Rangers. Hit a sore knee that really slowed him down, particularly early in August.
Tough year. ERA well over 5.
Line drive, center field to Shields.
Can't make it.
Did not get it. Second base umpire Ben May out there with the wave off. That'll be a base hit for Cruz.
I think he had it for a second, but it'll roll out of his glove when he hits the ground. We have another pinch runner. O'Malley going to pinch run for Cruz. You see this effort again.
Short O'Malley pinch running for Cruz.
So Lloyd so far has used O'Malley and Jones off the bench, and Steve Buechele going to make a pitching change.
This will be interesting. Jake Diekman's going to come in. He's a hard-throwing left-hander. They got in the Hamels trade from Philly. And we saw Robinson Cano take him out of the ballpark at Safeco Field last week. For the season, and coming up, CenturyLink link to what's next. Vidal Nuno against Cole Hamels and Felix Hernandez, Derek Holland. Two good pitching matchups. Nuno's look good against Texas. Felix always has some battles with these Rangers.
And for Jake Diekman, 20 appearances, 2.65 ERA. He has 17 strikeouts in the 17 innings that he has worked. Opponent's hitting just 190. He's given up a couple of home runs, one of them to the man getting in the batter's box right now, Robinson Cano.
Felix, by the way, beat Texas last Thursday, won 8 innings, a 5-0 victory. There's Robbie Cano. Breaking ball starts him off, ball 1. 8th inning, Tuesday, September 8th. Rangers win it 9-6. And after Romero reached on a walk, Cano on a 1-2 pitch hit a long home run right center field back home at Safeco Field off of Diekman.
He's thrown over twice and not much of a move at all.
2-0 to Cano. First inning single to right center field. Since then, a soft liner to short, bounced into a double play. 2-1. Diekman eerily reminiscent of White Sox star Chris Sale. Same body type and very similar motion.
He doesn't appear to have as good fastball tonight so far. A couple of fastballs at 94. We've seen him hit 96, 97.
That last time at our place, whew, he was bringing it. The pitch that Cano turned around was 98. Two pitch. Runs full. Jones is on deck.
Let's see if Lloyd will start the runner at first. Malley coming on as a pinch runner for Nelson Cruz, who had a base hit to start the inning.
Off the fist, he got a piece of it. Shields shading Cano towards left center. They leave a big gap between he and Chu, the right fielder. That's in ball to Odor. Cano with the abdominal problem can't run. So they turn yet another double play. That's the fourth.
Impressive play by Odor at second base. I think he realized that if he wasn't able to get the lead runner, they wouldn't lose anything because Andrus would still be able to get Cano at first. Dave mentioned not running well. End up getting the double play.
4 double plays tonight by the Rangers. James Jones' first plate appearance. Entered the ball game in the 6th as a pinch runner for Mike Trumbo. Want to know to James.
Carson Smith going to pitch the bottom of the 8th.
James Jones in his 17th game. He's behind 1-2. Back to Diekman. Throws him out. And the Mariners are gone in the 8th. Carson Smith's going to take over. 8th inning. Mariners lead 3-1. fantasy baseball. MLB.TV serves up real-time highlights and pitch tracking info on your out-of-market fantasy players live or on demand on over 400 devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Get MLB.TV today. Other action around the majors. Top of the 8th. Houston 3-2 at home against Oakland. Toronto's picked up a full game on the Yankees. A 6-1 win over Boston, while the Yankees lose at the Mets 5-1. New catcher for the Mariners, Jesus Sucre, takes over for Stephen Barron. And the new pitchers, Carson Smith.
Poor Carson, 64 appearances on the year. He's pitched a lot and pitched well. 2.57 ERA for him, 82 strikeouts in 63 innings. Opponents hitting just 207 against Carson. Good fastball, low to mid 90s, and that great slider.
He's got the heart of the order here for the Rangers. 3, 4, and 5. Beltre, Fielder, and Will Venable. Venable came into the game from Mike Napoli. Napoli got his 3 at bats. Went 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch here to Adrian Beltre. Strike 1. 0 for 3 against Smitty. First inning single, right field, and then he's walked twice. Good one.
First 2 sliders well off the plate away. Able to pick up a strike on the fastball.
Starting is looking for 3-1. And Fielders on deck. Walk, 8th inning, 3-1 lead. Fielder struck out twice. Got an RBI and a bases loaded walk. That was in the 5th. That's the only Texas score tonight. Fielder 0 for 3 against Carson. Beltre's walked 3 consecutive plate appearances. First pitch. Ball 1.
Mariners have the shift on with Fielder hitting, so Kyle Seager over on the right side of the infield.
Modest lead by Beltre. Pitch to Fielder. Chopper. We're going to have to just get rolled. They won't even get one. Oh my goodness. Nobody covering third. Tying runs aboard.
Take a look at Logan. It looks like he's in pretty good shape, and then he kind of shies away from it as if he couldn't see it. Kind of jabbed at it in the end, so I wonder if he lost it in the lights.
Some straights right now. Tying runs aboard. Bring up Will Venable. First time he is facing off against Carson Smith.
Strasburger has come on to pinch a run for Fielder. Kyle Seager in at third, expecting the bunt right here. Moreland waiting on deck.
Bunt in order. Shows. And he gets by Sucre. Throw down to third. Safe.
Not so sure. It looked to me as if Beltre's arm ended up getting caught up behind him. Take a look at it. And here you see the play at third. Awkward looking slide from Beltre. His hand was in there. Unless it's on the foot of Kyle. It looks as if his hand was in there. But did he come up off the bag?
He may have.
And they're going to take a look at it.
Bouchel.
He's going to go check on. Yeah, he's going to check on Adrian to make sure his hand is okay. And again, keep an eye on his hand.
At that point, he's safe. He's good there with fingers.
He's pretty good there. And then he'll go across the bag, and I think Kyle keeps the tag on him long enough. Yeah, he's still in good shape.
Pulls that hand off right there.
His fingertip is still there.
Yeah,
right there.
Got him.
Definitely there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Seattle Mariners are challenged to call on the field. The runner is safe at third base.
I think he's going to be called out.
Quick recovery by Sucre. Could be a huge out.
From what we just saw, I'm not sure why it's taking so long. It was pretty obvious that he came off the bag and the tag was still on him.
Meanwhile, Carson Smith continued to heat up. And a 1-0 count to Venable. It's great. The other day we had one 34 seconds. And then also recently, I think we had one, 3:34.
He was originally called safe. We'll take another look at it. He's going to get his fingers in there after his hand hits the shoe of Kyle, but his fingers are there before Kyle tags him, and then Kyle stays with the play. It's something we were talking about earlier in the ball game, and right about there, his hand is off the base, and the tag is still on him. There he drags his hand over the top. Now he's clearly off.
Yeah, certainly don't need a jury of 12 to figure that one out.
Yeah, we got ended up getting him again right there.
Good music for Curb Your Enthusiasm. I can hear Larry David right now ranting about what's taking so long. These guys keep standing there. They're going to have the concession guys come in and offer them a beverage. There we go. Oh, out. Out. Yep.
What a big play.
Sure is. Up 2-5. Throw by Sucre. Nice job by Seager to keep the tag on. That's today's baseball. That's key. Keep that tag on him.
And Strasburger, the runner at first, stayed there. He didn't move up.
Right? Crazy.
Carson get himself a double play and get out of this inning.
Mariners have turned 2 double plays, 4 turned by Texas. Back with a strike, 1-1.
Big Tom ready to go along with Joe Beimel.
One pitch. Check to swing. Third pitch right there, so 1-2 count. Good pitch. Carson Smith trying to get out of this. Will Venable. Long-time San Diego Padre. All 2 strikes. A piece of that.
Trying to get that slider to his back foot, but he's leaving it up in the zone a little bit.
Strasburger, the runner at first. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. 2 down.
It's the breaking ball again as he swings over the top of it. Carson needs to make some quality pitches right here. Marlins had a good year for the Rangers. Came into the game hitting .283 with 21 home runs and 77 RBIs.
Went 2 for 3 against Carson. Danny Valencia just hit a 3-run homer, puts Oakland in front of Houston. The second home run, 4-3. Oakland top the 8th over in Houston.
Logan Morrison going to play behind the runner at first.
Marlins night strikeout, swinging, looking, and swinging. Strike 1. Outfield deep, shaded towards the left.
Well, now he can afford to throw his slider in the dirt a couple of times if he wants to. See if he can get him to chase it.
All 2 strikes. Mariners got their runs in the second inning. Since that time, they've been held scoreless on 5 scattered hits. Tying run at first. Go ahead run coming to the plate. Elvis Andrus.
One of those odd innings you see from time to time. A leadoff walk, the chopper out in front of the plate. Logan loses it in the lights. Ball gets away from Sucre, but able to throw out Beltre because he comes off the bag at third. And now he hits Moreland when he's ahead of him. And Lloyd McClellan out of the dugout.
Wacky inning. Only run for Texas to this point. Bases loaded, walked the Prince Fielder back in the 5th inning. Quick message relayed or delivered by the skipper as Beimel and Wilhelmsen are both ready. Let's see what gives here. Andrus 0 for 1 against Carson. There's at first and second, 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Strike 1. I know Lloyd has said, hey, go after with your best stuff.
And keep the ball away from it.
Yep.
Late in the ball game.
Carson ready with the 1-1 pitch. With a strike, 1-2.
Good slider on the outside corner.
Strasburger at second, Moreland at first. Advantage Smith. He's got a 1-2 count on Elvis Andrus. Great. They stop. Ball 2. Big spot here for Carson Smith. 2-2 pitch. Missed. Trying to work inside. Full count. Rougned Odor, tough customer. He's on deck. Good sized crowd on its feet here.
I don't think Carson will give in to him right here. I think he should throw his best pitch, and that's his slider.
3-2, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. They take off. Pitch. Dribbler. Front of the mound. Carson step. Throw. Got him out of the inning. Well done. 8 complete here in Arlington. The Mariners lead it 3-1. Mariner pitching has stranded 9 runners tonight. Hey, nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. Each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light Refrigerator just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. He's a Cougar fan in addition to being a Mariner fan. Let me say some insurance tallies.
Thinking right along with you.
Man, oh man.
A lot happening in that last half an inning.
Mariners have bounced into 4 double plays. They've maintained this 3-1 lead. The only run, and this is a high-powered offense. The Rangers come into tonight's game 4th highest scoring team in the American League. The Mariners have held them to a bases-loaded walk that was issued by Paxton. 1-1 pitch to Seth Smith. For strike from Jake Diekman. Smitty, Morrison, and Miller in the 9th. Outfield, center fielder. The shield's not too deep, shading towards left center. Count runs full. Morrison waits his turn. Odor gets a nice hop. On away.
First baseman Morrison.
Look at Morrison do. Got a walk in the 2nd inning, scored on the Marte 2-run double. Soft line out to second base in the 4th. And grounded out to Odor in the 6th.
And with that ground out, Tom Wilhelmsen getting loose again in the pen. He was up last half inning.
Breaking ball for a strike. Morrison 0 for 4 against Diekman. Foul. Second inning, 2-run double by Marte. Seager followed with an RBI single. That's been it for the scoring for the Mariners. That was in the 2nd inning. Since then, no runs on 5 hits. Really good work by bullpen. Paxton wasn't as sharp as you would like. 4 walks, 6 Ks, and 4 1/3. Then Farquhar scoreless for an inning and 2/3. Kensing scoreless for 2/3 of an inning. Elias strikes out his one guy. And Carson Smith got through the 8th.
Oh, Tom Wilhelmsen comes into the game. That'll be 5 relievers for the Mariners tonight. So far, the Rangers have used 3.
Tom's going to face 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Chopper, Beltre taking charge. Just got him. Nice play, Moreland. Nice play, Beltre. 2 down.
Beltre gets rid of it quickly with something on it, and it goes back up the line a little bit. Moreland trying to make the catch. And have a collision at first. Good play.
Good footwork on his part. He read that nicely. Mariners certainly have kept him in check tonight. 0 for 3. Beltre walked 3 times. He's 1 for 1. Here's Brad Miller. 2nd inning double. A ground out in the 4th and a single to center, leading off the 7th. Rangers come in having won 5 consecutive ball games. It's 6 of their last 7. caught fire after losing 2 out of 3 at Seattle. Rangers are season best, 12 games beyond the 500 mark, coming off the 4-game sweep here at home against Houston. They outscored Houston 33-13. Mariners have come in and held them here to 1 run.
And the A's ahead of Houston 4-3, and they're in the 9th inning.
No count with Jesus Sucre on deck. Three and 1 to Brett. 2 outs, nobody on here in the 9th. Fly ball deep left center field. Tracking is DeShields. He's there just shy of the track. And the Mariners are going 1-2-3 in the 9th. Closing time. Big Tom coming on. 3-1 Mariners. Helpson comes on for the save here for the Mariners as they open up this series with the Rangers. The first place Rangers are really hot. Tom's been hot too.
He has been, as you can see, as he's taken over as the closer. 11 for 11 in save opportunities. ERA continues to go down to 3.20 ERA for Tom in 56 and a third innings. So far he has 53 strikeouts. Really throwing the ball well. He's had a good fastball. It'll be anywhere from 95 to 98 miles an hour. 12-6 curveball. Mix in a slider and a changeup.
Ferdinand Odor, the second baseman. Tough little hitter. 0 for 3. Josh Hamilton's on deck. He'll pinch hit for Bobby Wilson. First pitch strike. Odor 1 for 1 against Helpson. He pitched in Wednesday's game, got his 11th save.
get him to chase the changeup right there after a couple of fastballs.
One pitch. 3-1. Hamilton is on deck. Back with a strike. And he's got to put him away. Hamilton, second tour of duty with the Rangers. Big pitch to Odor, leading off the ninth. Foul back.
Awkward looking swing from Odor on that fastball.
See if pitch number 7 can be a lucky one for Tom and the Mariners. 3-2. Strike 3 called. Got him. 1 down.
Good pitch, middle of the plate, right at the bottom of the strike zone. Odor not happy about it, but it was a good pitch by Tom. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And we'll take a look at it. He thought it was down. It's definitely on the plate.
So 1 out here in the 9th inning, and a big ovation from the crowd of almost 27,000 for the Rangers' prodigal son, Josh Hamilton, coming off a September 10th knee stroke.
And he saw his career numbers as a pinch hitter, .333 with a couple of home runs.
So just 2 at-bats since August 15th. Injury plagued.
Cardinals will put the shift on. Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield.
Strike 1 to Josh. Hamilton 3 for 8 against Orioles. One. 2 balls, 1 strike. Big pitch here, 2-1. Count evens at 2-2.
Ends up chasing a fastball, 95 miles an hour. It'll be down out of the strike zone.
Time for the put away here, 2-2. And he does! Back-to-back Ks. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th.
Fastball running off the outside corner. Late swing by Hamilton.
Top of the order to Shields. Last hope here for Texas. 2 outs, 3-1 Mariners. Tom feeling good. Strike 1. Shields 0 for 1 against Tom. Did not go as a check with Corey Blazer, umpire at first.
I think he was okay. Good call.
1-1 pitch. Took a lot off.
A good breaking ball right there.
Tom in charge right now. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. 3-1 Mariners. Here's the pitch.
First curveball that Tom has thrown here in the inning.
2-2. Astros down to their final out, trailing 4-3 at home to Oakland. Two count to DeShields. Wilhelmsen deals. Fouled off. Tom's ready. 2-2 to Delino DeShields. The pitch. Did he go? No, he didn't. Full count. Their hottest hitter, Shin-Soo Chu's on deck.
And that's why I think Tom has to challenge him here. Just reach back and give him your best fastball. Not want to walk on the Chu waiting on deck.
That is the play. 3-2 to DeShields. Tom's pitch. Sent to short right field. They were playing shallow. Smitty makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Mariners win it 3-1. They end Texas' 5-game win streak. They beat Texas for the 11th time in 17 games. They're now 5-2 here in Texas.
And a big hit from Marte early in the ball game. Double down the line to drive in a couple of runs. Kyle Seager adding to that. Kyle continues his hot hitting in this ballpark. Couple of hits and an RBI for Kyle. And what a great job by the bullpen tonight to hold down the Rangers.
Paxton the winner, Gallardo the loser. Wilhelmsen the save is 12 3 hours and 15 minutes in front of a crowd of 26,727. Great win by the Mariners to go 72-76 on the season. Texas 79-68. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Bill.